New Dawn, a Mighty Morphin movie. We begin with 5 young adults with attitudes fighting against rock-like creatures attacking the city. A young man out of the group sporting a red Letterman jacket begins punching and kicking while dodging and flipping away till he finds a metal pole and begins using it as a sword, beating down the putty-like creatures. He yells to the other 4.
All right, guys, enough of the joking around. Let's get serious.
One of the other young men replies,
Come on, Jason. I was just starting to get into a groove.
as Zach begins to break dance, sweeping the legs of the putties around him, as 2 others begin working together to fight back against them. These 2 are the women of the group, Kim and Trini, as they each take on 2 putties at a time. The brains of the group, Billy flips back, knocking out 3 putties and begins speaking with his wrist communicator.
Alpha, we are here. Everyone is in place.
As a robotic voice begins to talk back.
Okay, Billy. Systems are green. It's time.
Kim yells back at Jason as Trini begins to laugh along.
You call yourself our fearless leader.
I'm sure you've practiced this moment in the mirror for hours. Lamal, don't screw up.
She chimes in as the group comes together, kicking back the enemy. They all reach behind them, bringing forward a futuristic device holding gold power coins. Jason then yells,
It's morphin' time!
as colorful lights begin to beam down on the group. A armor-like suit begins to form around all of their bodies. Jason red, Zach black, Billy blue, Trini yellow, Kim pink. They each begin to say the name of the power that is now consuming them.
Tyrannosaurus!
Mastodon!
Triceratops!
Pterodactyl!
Saber-toothed tiger!
Suddenly, a large pulse of power slams into the team, now completing their morph sequence as they all walk out of the smoke, donning the new Mighty Morphin suits, each complete with its own unique armor and power coin placed at the center of the chest. As Jason then says,
All right, team, time to end this now.
as the others agree, they speed blitz the rest of the putties, destroying them with ease as the putties begin to explode. Zach asks,
Well, I'll say it if nobody else is. With all that training we do, and all of the countless attempts of someone trying to get into the Morphing Grid, this felt a bit, anticlimactic.
Kim then responds,
Yeah, I'm sure the great evil Zordon word is about could not have been those guys. That was way too easy.
Jason speaks up.
I understand what you guys are saying. Yeah, let's contact Alpha to see if we can get out of here.
But while Jason was attempting to contact Alpha, a strange flute sound could be heard in the distance as Kim says.
Do you guys hear that?
Trini responds,
With all those explosions we just caused, is it wise for us to even be here right now? Stay on alert, guys.
as they all turn to look in the direction she is pointing. Billy speaks up.
Agreed. Maybe we should check back.
But before Billy could finish his statement, he is shot in the head by a green laser as his body drops to the ground. The team screams in horror, but without any time to respond. A Green Ranger flies in, kicking Kim in the head, knocking her out, then running up on Zach to headbutt him, cracking his helmet, dropping him down. The armor of this mysterious ranger resembles the others, showcasing the power of the Dragon Zord. As Trini and Jason are the last ones standing, Jason looks at her and says,
Damn it. Trini, look after them. This bastard is mine.
As Trini responds
No! Jason, we must leave together. We can't lose you too.
back as she falls to her knees, holding Billy in her arms. Jason, in a rage, dashes at the Green Ranger. He yells,
You bastard!
but the Green Ranger easily dodges his attacks, making Jason angry as he continues his attack with no hits. As the Green Ranger then jumps back to land on his Dragon Zord, who has now broken through the city, destroying buildings in its way. The Ranger then takes off his helmet and spits down at Jason and yells,
My name is Tommy Oliver. I serve Lord Ooze, and my mother name is Queen Rita. In 3 days, I will come back to claim this planet. Tell my old master Zordon I said, fuck you!
As Tommy continues to laugh, he says,
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Alpha's offline at the moment, so I hope you have a ride home.
as he puts back on his helmet and him and his dragon Zord instantly disappear as Jason watches as his head drops and his morphing powers start to dissolve as rain now begins to fall from the sky. As the Rangers lay defeated and injured, suddenly a white light stops time for a second, and the Rangers all wake inside the command center as Zordon begins to speak.
There is much we need to speak of, my dear Rangers. I'm sorry I've lied to you all long enough.
First one to his feet is Zack as he speaks.
Hey, Big Z, what's happening? My head is throbbing. How?
But before he could finish, Billy speaks up.
It seems we have a guardian angel, and also some demons that are out there to kill us.
As a shock to the others, who now manage to make it to their feet, run over to Billy and hug him.
Billy, thank God. Are you okay?
Still alive? Yeah. Even I'm not so sure about what happened. I remember seeing something green and gold light up, and the next thing I know, I'm waking up here being told to fix Alpha.
What happened to him?
As Alpha starts to turn back on, he responds.
Oh dear, Rangers, I was set up by a devious trap.
A trap? I guess nobody heard me the first time. What the hell is going on? What's up with this guardian angel, and how did we go from defeated and mostly dead to all healed up in the command center?
Zordon responds.
There's a lot to explain, but first, there was a strange signal being picked up outside the command center, and Alpha went to go check, but he didn't return. That's when I found him encased in a green aura cage, unable to move. I tried to free him, but I was unable until suddenly a white tiger Zord showed up in the sky, and you all were beamed down from it, and the cage holding Alpha vanished.
Being Rangers, fighting against monsters and the occasional putty-like creature was on the schedule, but being dropped off by a white tiger, that's wild. Definitely didn't see that coming.
Also, it seems the power of that tiger healed everyone, and all I needed to do was get you all in bed and rest. And moments later, Billy awoke, first miraculously.
It seemed all like a dream. Well, should I say a nightmare?
Billy, I'm just glad you're still with us. Everything happened so fast. We were on a high, and then next thing we hit rock bottom. What's next to shock us?
Responds Jason, looking down, speaks.
Lord Ooze, Queen Rita, and their so-called son, Tommy Oliver. After he embarrassed us, he told me that he'll be back in 3 days and claim this world for them.
Jason, you as the leader feel the heaviest of the burden. I'm truly sorry, but I'm afraid this is my fault.
Zordon, you said you've been lying to us. What exactly did you mean?
I'm sure whatever it is, we can handle it.
That's why we were chosen, right?
Chosen? We weren't the only ones chosen by Zordon. Isn't that right?
Whoa. Chill out, Red. What are you even talking about right now?
Come on, Zach. You saw it for yourself. That Green Ranger armor looked exactly like ours. The way he moved, it's like he's been a ranger for years.
And not only that, he had some pretty choice words for Zordon.
Yeah, and I would like to know the reason behind all this. You're right, Zordon. It is your fault. Tommy was your first choice, wasn't he?
Up as Zordon walks over towards a vision globe, he begins to tell a story.
Years ago, I came to this planet along with Alpha in order to destroy Lord Ooze, as I was the head general in his army. But before I could destroy it, I needed to find 6 warriors of the apocalypse to assist me in battle against any forces. At first, I needed to find the one who carried the power of the Dragon Sword, the deadliest of the powers. This search brought me to a young man named Tommy Oliver. He was a skillful assassin whose battle IQ was a warlord level, but absolute power corrupts absolute.
As the team looks in disappointment, Zordon continued.
The day I gave those powers, a light inside my heart began to burn to the point that I saw value in this planet, but ironically, at the cost of creating a monster to destroy it. So the long battle between master and student started, and I was able to force Tommy away, only to buy time till I could find strong enough warriors to defeat him. But sadly, I was wrong. Forgetting about the Lord and the Queen's power, I only pushed back the destruction of this world instead of stopping it.
Alpha then
My
responds.
Rangers, I know that was a lot to process, but we're here now today to save the world and fight back against the evil. Thanks to meeting you all, Zordon's destiny changed that day.
The destruction we're capable of was seen in that Ranger's action.
We couldn't stop him then. How can we now, knowing all of this?
Okay, boom, pep talk time. Alright, guys. Now I know we probably just got the worst news ever, and we even got our asses handed to us by a whole other Power Ranger. But despite all of that, good or evil, it's about what you do with your powers. If Tommy chose to be the sword, then we can be the shield. Ain't that right, Red?
Jason looks back at Zack and responds.
Maybe you should have been the Red Ranger. Even with all this terrible news, we have one goal. We must accomplish first, and that's stopping Tommy.
Jason's right. I think we best get to training if we want to stop this green punk.
Or maybe we should. And you get some rest. You are the only one who got shot in the head.
Jeez, thanks for the reminder.
As the team shares a laugh. We turn to a ship on the moon as a loud scream could be heard coming from inside.
That was a brilliant move, my dear. But don't you dare send my precious Tommy anywhere without my blessings. Do you understand?
As Goldar nods his head in agreement, Rita raises her hand to magically pull a globe out of thin air as Zhuz responds.
You do realize he isn't our real son, so don't go being that nagging mother. Besides, I like the idea Goldar had. That bastard Zordon must know he can't hide forever, and I will take the Earth.
Rita looks over
Oh, shut up, Purple Lips. Maybe that helmet armor is too tight. But the Earth will be ours forever. And that includes my lovely
as she
Green
holds the globe
Ranger.
up higher, she yells.
Tommy, come to me now.
Suddenly, Tommy appears already kneeled down before the king and queen. Rita responds.
So how was your little trip down memory lane?
I was able to deal a fatal blow to the brain of the group and decimated the rest with ease. They should be swimming with the fishes by now.
Responds King Zhuz, then stands up and responds.
There's a lot you need to learn, my boy. It seems you did exactly what you said, but things have changed since then. Not only are the Rangers safe, but their pesky Blue Ranger still lives.
Impossible. I watched his body go cold from my blow. How did...
Tommy, you know I love you like a real son. But this is a major screw-up. Normally, I would make you the target of my wraith, but this belongs to Goldar.
As Goldar, who was standing back in the corner, is immediately hit with a beam that teleports him away. We see that Goldar is teleported to Earth but isn't his normal size. He is now the size of a building as he yells.
I thought I was a goner, but here's my second chance to do her proud.
As he begins smashing everything around him, he looks up at the sky and says,
This is for you, my queen. I will destroy the planet with the power you gave me.
As he continues to laugh, destroying a city, we turn to Rita and Zhuz looking through a vision board at the damage as the two bicker back and forth. We turn back to the city as Goldar is smashing away and laughing. He suddenly stops to see a figure slowly approaching. As he gets a clear view, he notices time has stopped around him as a white tiger Zord slowly creeps up to him. But before he could say another word, the Zord transforms into a fighter, type quickly slashing away Goldar as his body turns to dust. Time begins to go again, only for the white tiger to be completely gone along with Goldar. Turning back to the moon, we see Queen Rita extremely upset.
No! Goldie! Where is he? What the hell just happened?
As Rita continues yelling. We now turn back to the command center. As Alpha is looking at the viewing globe, he screams,
Ay, ay, ay! Rangers! There was a distress signal at the harbor, but as soon as it appeared, it disappeared. There doesn't seem to be anything there anymore.
How is that even possible, Alpha? Regardless, we need to at least go check things out anyway.
No, it's don't worry about it. I can go by myself. I'll head out in my T-Rex Zord just in case I run into some trouble. You guys wait here.
And by trouble you mean Tommy, right? Which is the reason we should go together. We have a better chance of defeating him together.
I understand your feelings. Don't forget I was there also. I want my revenge against him too. But going into a gunfight with just one bullet isn't wise.
Yeah, as fun as that last battle was, I really don't feel like dying again. That honestly sucked. But I don't want anything to happen to you either, Jason.
It's okay, guys. It's just a recon mission. I'll head out there, see if there's any danger, then I'll head back. Simple.
If trouble does arise, don't handle it alone. Our communication system is still a bit faulty, but you make sure you call us if anything or anyone shows up.
Man. Oh yes, Master Zordon. I shall do as you say.
Hey, come on now, Red. Chill out with all that. There is literally no need for the disrespect.
He isn't taking that loss too well. It was like his soul is damaged, and I believe our faithful Red Ranger might be on the verge of a breakdown.
After being beat down, and then being told that these powers are meant to destroy the world, as the leader, he feels the most pressure.
Not only that, when Tommy took out you all, it's like he left me and Jason to play with us. The way he was leading Jason made his fighting style useless, ultimately destroying his confidence.
Ay, ay, ay! So this is a redemption mission for him.
No, I'm afraid this is a revenge mission for him. He wants Tommy one-on-one, and he's betting that Tommy will be waiting.
With that being said, the last thing we're going to do is let him go at this alone. Because at the end of the day, that's not just our leader out there. That's our brother. And if it's one thing about family, sometimes you got to stop him from doing something stupid.
But if he doesn't do this on his own, will he be able to accept what happened?
As the scene switches to Jason, now morphed inside of his T-Rex Zord, now arriving on the scene, as he jumps out and lands on the ground, he begins to communicate with the command center.
Billy, are you there? I've made it to the site, and there was definitely some battle here. A couple of buildings are destroyed, and it seems to be some white particles floating around.
Yes, Jason, we have you on screen. Can you take a sample of those particles for me? To analyze. It may...
Billy responds back, but before Billy could finish, communication began to falter, as Jason could barely understand. Billy, thanks to the static suddenly out in the sea. Jason could see the Dragon Zord coming out of the water, making its way to the scenery.
Finally, you bastard. You showed up this time. I'm prepared to kill you.
As he quickly jumps back into his Zord, he says,
All right, time for some deadly payback. T-Rex, are you ready?
As his Zord roars at the Dragon Zord now on land approaching. As the two Zords now stand face to face, suddenly Tommy could be seen on the shoulder of the Dragon Zord as he said,
Well, well, if it isn't Zordon's red bitch come to take me on, huh? Bring it. I'll destroy you for good this time.
As he laughs and pulls out a flute and begins playing a tone, making the Dragon Zord begin to fight. The two Zords clash with each other, throwing everything they have at each other till Tommy draws back, only to hop down and yell at the T-Rex Zord.
Get your bitch ass down here now, so I can kill you with my own hands.
But before he could finish, a red light is seen in the sky as Jason comes flying down with his power sword. attempting to cut down Tommy. Jason yells,
"You will die by my sword, you bastard!"
as he swings, only for Tommy to barely move out of the way before he could get hit. But Jason lands, squats down, and goes for a second strike that lands, damaging Tommy's left arm.
You drew blood. Didn't expect that. But now, I know you have that bloodlust flowing within you. This will be exciting.
As Tommy summons his darkness blade, he swings back at Jason with velocity.
So you had more tricks up your sleeve, huh? Fine. Let's see who's the better swordsman here. Now I vow to stop you, your king, and your queen, and everyone that sides with evil.
But doesn't that mean you're precious, Zordon? I'm sure after the first beatdown, he told you all the truth.
You know what? The truth doesn't fucking matter anymore. Once I destroy you all, I'll take down any remains that threaten this earth, and that's including that punk-ass Zordon.
Bonds as Jason and Tommy both begin to exchange blows with their weapons clashing against each other, making sparks around them, unaware that the sparks were so powerful that everything around them begins to go up into a blaze of flames. Jason and Tommy were moving so fast that Jason's power sword would break in two. Tommy would take advantage of the situation to power up his sword as it glows with green energy, striking Jason across his chest, sending him flying through the flames that they made with the sparks of their swords. Jason would then hit the ground, rolling as he demorphs. Jason would be in so much pain he would then still show that he has a lot of fight in him, he would say.
I still have a lot of fight left in me, Tommy. Bring it on, you green bitch.
As the flames grow higher, you would just hear footsteps as Tommy walks through the flames. He would begin to laugh and say,
"Oh, Jason, you really think that you can beat me? You are sadly mistaken."
Being in so much pain from Tommy's attack, Jason would take out his morpher and would say,
"All right, it's morphin' time!"
A flashing red light would cover Jason, transforming him into his Red Ranger suit. Jason would say,
"Tyrannosaurus!" Ha! Round 2 now. Let's go.
As the two continue their deadly battle, each taking fatal shots but able to fight with their wills burning strong, we turn to Alpha, now able to get a stable connection to the battle.
Oh no! Everyone please come look! Jason is in a heated battle with what seems to be Tommy!
Damn. Alright guys, we up. I'm not letting her do this alone. Tommy's way too strong.
You're right, Zach. Alpha, establish a connection to those coordinates. We have to teleport now.
No. Wait.
What do you mean, Zordon? You can't expect us to just leave him out there by himself. He's our leader, and he's our friend.
I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, and the most deadly one was giving you humans powers. I understand now that you all are not capable of wielding the enormous strength within the Morphing Grid.
What the hell has gotten into you, Zordon? You can't be saying what I think you are saying.
You want to take our powers away from us, don't you?
I've witnessed so much death throughout my life, and I was responsible for multiple planets being destroyed. There's only one way to stop the cycle of hate I created. I must take back what I passed down and save the world by ending the Power Rangers.
Big Z, I think I'm gonna disagree. Because when you think about it, you were able to turn all of us, Tommy included, into some of the strongest fighters on the planet. And, I mean, yeah, Tommy was an evil seed, blessed with an insane bloodlust, but even he was able to master what you taught him.
Don't forget what you asked us when we first arrived here.
Do you all want to become more? I believe that was the question, correct?
At the moment, we didn't know the depths of that question.
Now we are ready, Big Z. We are ready to become more.
Sorry to interrupt your team building, but Jason appears to be on the ropes. We need to get him back here now!
The scene now switches back to Jason and Tommy, both badly injured, as they are now surrounded by a wall of fire. Jason, now laid out on his back with his helmet cracked and his suit missing armor pieces, and is torn as blood flows from his wounds. He speaks,
I would have beaten you if...
But suddenly Jason blacks out, leaving his body unconscious as Tommy makes it to his feet, using his sword as a crutch.
Oh, so I'm a bitch, huh? You couldn't even stay awake. I guess Zordon picked it when he picked it me. You were all just leftovers, the bottom of the fucking barrel.
As he reaches Jason's body, he raises his sword above his head as he stands above Jason, and before he could strike, the flames stop flowing and white particles begin to flow around them both as Tommy says,
"What the hell is this?"
As the flames begin to slowly split in front of them, a figure could be seen walking towards them. Tommy yells,
"Stop right there now, or die!"
But the figure continues to get closer, as now we can clearly see that this figure is wearing a white and gold armor-like suit, similar to the Rangers.
A White Ranger now? Zordon sure does love his colors.
The White Ranger finally stops right in front of Tommy as he yells,
"Who the hell you think you are?" As soon as I finish this bitch off, I promise to make that white suit of yours the same as this loser.
Tommy continues to laugh. The White Ranger pulls out a sword with a tiger-shaped head at the end, aiming it at Tommy as he speaks,
"Not now."
Then instantly Jason and the White Ranger are gone as Tommy stands in the wall of fire which has now begun moving again. Tommy looks at his sword and smirks as Jason is seen waking up from his dream with everyone in the room waiting on him. Billy speaks up,
"Okay, Jason, I calculated. If you continue to fight Tommy, you may end up dead. Like me."
Well, the only difference is Red actually got a chance to fight, unlike somebody I know.
Rough night, huh? How are you feeling? We weren't able to get to you in time. We didn't know if you'd pull through.
If it wasn't for him, we might have been looking for a new leader.
As Jason looks around the room, he speaks,
All I remember is fighting Tommy and fire, and then there was a white light.
In walks the White Ranger as he speaks.
"Hello. Yes, I'm the one who saved you both times and before. I'll get more into details. Let me say this first. Once I reveal myself, just know I am not from around here."
As he walks over to Jason's bed, he speaks while removing his helmet.
"My name is Tommy Oliver. I'm here to save the world from myself."
As the others are left stunned, Alpha yells,
Ay, ay, ay! It's Tommy!
You look like the Tommy I raised. But you aren't him, are you? I can feel your heart here. It's pure.
As Zordon looks on with fear as the team is left confused.
Correct. I came from a timeline where I joined you all and eventually became the White Ranger. But one day the world we protect was destroyed thanks to an evil named Lord
Impossible. Anyone but him.
Who's Lord Zed?
He's the most dangerous villain throughout history. He slaughtered my entire team, including you, Zordon. Only me and Alpha survived. Together, we went into hiding, while being hunted down by his army of Green Rangers.
Hold on. You're telling me this Zed guy, weird name by the way, has an army of Green Rangers? And we can't even get past one?
Tommy? I'm sorry. I totally get all that. But I'm still confused on what that has to do with our Tommy, or rather, you. It's giving me a real time loop vibe.
I understand how you feel. Let me explain it this way. The Tommy you all know will become Lord Zed and go and take over the entire multiverse. My timeline has already experienced this event. But we weren't able to find out how your Tommy became Lord Zed, which lead me to automatically come here to stop your Tommy. Now before he can reach that level of power.
If what you're saying is true, stopping our Tommy wouldn't save your timeline, only ours.
Fascinating. So apparently our timelines mirror, and in the future there's a point where we lose and Tommy goes on to become super OP, while at the same time you went on to become the White Ranger. Is that correct?
Me and Alpha already calculated this. This is the best time to strike down Tommy and save the multiverse from his reign.
Okay, I still don't understand how all of this time travel talk works, or any of it anyway, but what happened with Tommy, Zed, who came to destroy your timeline?
Alpha. Once he had a game plan set, he laid down his life to completely destroy the entire planet and Lord Zed. While I escaped through a time portal, I arrived just as your first battle with Tommy ended.
So stopping our Tommy now will stop that future from happening.
Okay, so even with knowing all of the time travel multiverse stuff now, the Tommy outside doesn't seem to be getting any weaker. Stopping him is not going to be easy.
Taking him on will be our toughest battle, but we still haven't fought him at full strength yet, so what if we combine all of our powers? Maybe we would have a better chance?
That will be a very risky chance, but 6 against 1 in our favor? I love those odds.
Yeah, but before we go, there's something I need to say. Zordon, I'm sorry.
No worries, Jason. We can laugh about it later. For now, let's begin a plan to save the world.
As the team begins discussing their plans, Rita can be seen looking down at Earth as she thinks to herself as Tommy walks in and kneels.
Allow me one more time, my queen. I will claim the world for you and kill every ranger on Earth.
Of course you will. Here, take this. It's from an ex of mine. I'm sure with this, you will have the power to kill the Rangers and Zordon.
Kneels. Now, with both sides preparing for battle, we turn to the juice bar as a green storm is forming above the building. In the clouds of thunder and rain, the Dragon Zord could be seen in the eye of the storm as the Rangers, including the White Ranger, Tommy teleports to the scene. Ready for war, Green Tommy hopes down to notice his twin standing with the others. As the others agree, they all pull out their morphers, including both Tommies, as Jason and Green Tommy both yell at the same time.
It's morphin' time!
It's morphin' time!
As colorful lights begin to beam down on the group, a armor-like suit begins to form around all of their bodies. White Tommy, White Jason, Red Zach, Black Billy, Blue Trini, Yellow Kim, Pink, and finally Jane Tommy Green. They each begin to say the name of the power that is now consuming them.
Tyrannosaurus!
Mastodon!
Triceratops!
Pterodactyl!
Saber-toothed tiger!
Tiger Zord! Dragon Zord!
Now stands Green Ranger Tommy versus the 5 Rangers and White Ranger Tommy. The Rangers start off with Trini and Kim getting behind Tommy.
So you hoes want to play dirty? Fine, I'll enjoy myself.
Tommy dodges their shots, knocking back Zach and Billy.
Hey Red, that's your cue. It's now or never.
Suddenly, Jason flies down from the sky, preparing to strike Jane Tommy as Kim and Trini continue to fire shots. Jason is about to land the decisive blow. Tommy explodes with energy, blowing back the Rangers.
No! That power! It can't be!
What Tommy suddenly stands to his feet and blitzes Tommy, knocking him down for only a second. Then Tommy begins to move, at the speed of light, making a circle around Tommy as he laughs.
You may look like me, but there is no way in hell you're stopping me now.
As the storm from above summons a large lightning bolt, striking down the White Ranger, as the Green Ranger speeds behind Zach and begins exchanging blows.
Don't think you got me just yet, though. My hip-hop kudo is pretty unmatched.
As Zach begins his dancing fighting style, keeping Tommy off guard, as it seems he has the upper hand at the moment, but Tommy gets the best of Zach by mirroring his dance moves and striking him down as he teleports between Trini and Kim, making them shoot each other, leaving only Tommy and Jason left standing.
Well. Once again, the two titans stand against each other.
This time, I will defeat you, Tommy.
That sounds wonderful. How about me and you settle this one-on-one?
But as Tommy speaks, the others begin to make it to their feet and stand united with Jason.
Our hypothesis was correct, and we won't let this experiment go astray.
Together we will stop you, here and now.
This is our fight, and with our powers you will be defeated.
And I know that thought's kind of lost on you, Green, so let me explain why. Because we're the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And this right here is our new dawn.
Rangers, it's ass whooping time.
As the team runs in, all attacking Tommy at once, he responds,
I love your teamwork, but this is a personal matter. I'm afraid you others have more problems to deal with.
As the storm begins to grow stronger. With a loud thunder, a gigantic Goldar stands towering over the Rangers as Tommy speaks.
How the fuck is that possible? I destroyed him completely.
Ah, my queen, I am here. I shall stop these ends for you.
As the team looks up in horror, Kim said,
It's dinosaur time. Jason, you and Tommy handle him.
Yeah, Jason. No worries. With the upgrades I made, we can control the Megazord fully without you.
In this shit right here and right now, Red. Go kick his ass.
We will see you on the victory lap. Now, come forward, Dino Megazord.
As the Rangers' Zords combine together, forming the ultimate Zord, they begin their battle with Goldar as Tommy and Jason stand ready to fight Tommy.
You ready for this?
I've dreamed of this. Let's go.
As the two fly in, clashing with Tommy, causing energy pulse waves with each strike, we turn to Rita's and King Oo's castle as a white light teleports in Zordon and Alpha.
Well, if it isn't the long-lost traitor.
And what do you think you're doing here, Zordon? I don't want you kissing my ass after the disrespect you displayed.
Don't view my disappearance as a sign of weakness. After all, you made me your top war general. I'm a certified killer.
You know your arrogance has always been your true downfall. To think you can just pop up here and not expect my vengeance. I shall kill you here and now for your fuck up of Earth. And then you go and make those pathetic kids my warriors of the apocalypse.
Oh, don't stress yourself, Purple Lips. A traitor can never hold up against a king.
The Golden Witch bitch is correct. Let's not waste any more time. I recently heard some interesting things that has led me to this moment.
As Zordon thinks to himself,
Sorry, Rangers. This is my punishment for all the lies that I took.
Zordon then places his hand on Alpha's head and yells,
Now, Alpha!
Alpha sadly responds.
It's been an honor.
As Alpha begins to glow from his self-destruct being activated, the King and Queen begin to fight, with Zordon just as Alpha releases the energy, destroying their castle and everyone inside. Tommy screams in agony. Jason once again leaps in the air with his sword, aiming down at Tommy.
Tyrannosaurus Rex, die!
Jason comes down, stabbing Tommy through his chest as green energy explodes from Tommy, knocking back Jason and Tommy, while the others finish off Goldar with the ultimate attack.
Look alive, team. This is it. Let's go ahead and wrap this shit up and get home for dinner.
Power sword!
The Dino Zord summons its sword and slashes through Goldar. As the dust settles, the Rangers are the only ones left as Tommy and Goldar's bodies have disappeared. The team gathers as they try to teleport away. They receive a message from Zordon.
My chosen warriors of light, I'm sorry for the pain I've caused you for my lies. There isn't much I can do now to make it up to you, except for give you unlimited access to the Morphing Grid. By the time you receive this message, Alpha and I would have already executed our secret mission, which will be our last mission together. Remember, Rangers, once a Ranger, always a Ranger. May the power protect you. Always.
As the team gathers themselves after the shocking news and finally returning to the command center, they begin to find a way to return Zordon. And Alpha, along with training for any fight that may awaken as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers' new dawn comes to a close.